Today, from Dublin, Ireland, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the Dublin Shamrocks taking on the Portland Snowhawks.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Portland Snowhawks and the Dublin Shamrocks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first look is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So they bring out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Well, when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person, obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, but I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 99 yards. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass. tamp things down a little bit.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, yeah, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there
because
raining.
Warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 3. He'll run it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles. But look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. What a play. It's a first down as they get 19 yards on the fake punt. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 2nd and 5. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 carries, 67 yards.
And only 7 carries in last week's game, and I just don't know how any runner can really get loose and feel like they're into the game with that few carries. You've got to get that number up to around 15.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
This is our time.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He can run for it, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive spans 13 plays and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11. Now here's a throw that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Portland's offense now about set to take over.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over.
They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Dublin's offense now set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Stepping up, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback, scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Portland's offense now about set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
To the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately,
Had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Let's do it.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it.
And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And a give this time to the tailback. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He finds an opening past the 40. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Come get some. Come on, come get some.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
This is unbelievable.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Dublin's offense now set to take over. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the home team here, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say cheers, everyone, from Dublin.